this year. That tied him for the most wins with John Burkett of the San Francisco Giants. He also led the majors in starts with 36, so right-handed hitters.
Strike three. Dykstra gone on 3 pitches to open the ball game.
But his staple pitches, fastball and changeup on the outside corner to right-handers.
Berryhill sets up out there again. Duncan chased a ball that might have been off the plate. 2 down as Lemke throws him out. But really, that's the dilemma of which we were speaking for the Phillies hitters at the top of the best in the National League. And he's 3 for 7 in the first 2 games of the LCS. To left field, can't start it in. Then a couple of steps back. And the Phillies go in order in the first. After a half inning in Atlanta, Philadelphia nothing, and the Braves coming up.
He won 12 and lost 9 this year. Terry Mulholland, he has pitched only 5 innings in the last 5 weeks.
Otis Nixon, the standout offensive player of the first 2 games, leads this one off for the Braves. And slaps the first pitch to deep short. Stocker has to hurry, and he gets Nixon by a running step. National League shortstop with 15 home runs, and he hit another home run in game 2. Duncan throws him out. So Mulholland has thrown 3 pitches and has recorded 2 outs. Mulholland could not go the distance today despite the inactivity over the last month. And for the well-hit ball to center, Dykstra on the run. He looks up, it's off the bottom of the wall. Rongan on his way to second with a 2-out double.
Plus production in the power department.
Right at the second baseman, Duncan. And he throws out McGriff to end the first. After 1 in Atlanta, there is no score. Needed only 9 pitches to get through the first inning. Down to third. Nice backhand play by Pendleton. 1 out. Well, it was Jim Fregosi who turned Terry Pendleton into a third baseman.
Terry Pendleton with a lot of balletic moves, but he certainly has those as a third baseman.
Darren Dalton with a first pitch popped up in the direction of Pendleton. And he made the catch in fair territory for the 2nd out. Careers against Tom Glavine belongs to Pete Incaviglia. And he has only 1 round tripper off Glavine. Pete's only hit .235 lifetime against him, an average that goes down as he looked at a called strike 3. 2 perfect innings for Glavine after an inning and a half, no score.
A couple of years ago, but as much as ability, what he gives this team is leadership.
Chopped back to the mound. Mulholland throws him out. Battle between in the air and foul ground off third. Hollins with a tough play, and he made it nicely for the 2nd out of the 2nd inning. Plenty room and foul ground. Sinking fast and right, and that falls in front of Chamberlain for a hit. So for the 2nd consecutive inning, the Braves get a hit with 2 outs, and Berryhill is aboard at first.
Either through trades or free agent signings.
The 0-1 to Lemke, chopped over the mound. Stocker with a very tough play. He has no play. And Lemke has an infield hit. His 2nd hit of the series. He's now 2 for 10 in National League Championship Series play, and only 3 managers have more wins in NLCS competition. Glavine dribbled it down to first. Kruk made the play. Those managers are guys named Lasorda, Anderson, and Herzog. After 2 in Atlanta, no score.
I think the reason for that, once again, is that Glavine's going to stay away to right-handers.
stayed away, and Chamberlain dribbled it along the first base line. Glavine threw him out. 1 out in the third. That .324 average, a big surprise. He was called up at midseason, was only hitting .233 in the minors at the time of his recall. Check swing and a base hit over the head of Fred McGriff. Stocker will try for 2. Justice does not have a play. It's a stand-up check swing double for Kevin Stocker. And 1 out in the third. No score in the ball game. It's game 3 of the NLCS. The series tied at 1 win apiece. Mulholland hit a ground ball to short. It moves the runner 90 feet as Blauser throws out Mulholland. 2 down, Stocker at third.
Guy, but look at those arms. I mean, he's got some set of guns on him.
A pop-up in shallow center for Otis Nixon. And the Phillies lead Stocker at third. We'll return to Atlanta-Fulton County Stadium after this message and a word from your local station.
Retire the first batter in the inning. That's what most pitchers try to do. Baseball, a game of first when you think about it.
Long way to go for Duncan to get Nixon, and he did. Nice play by Mariano Duncan, ranging to his right. Let's check in with Jim Gray.
And here we are.
All right, Bill, thank you very much.
Great being with you.
Thank you. Timmy and Sean, you got any names?
I know Mr. McIver does, as Mulholland stabs the comebacker from Blauser, and he threw him out for the second out of the inning.
Well, I think it's pretty clear that baseball is not going to allow the
owners, because of their investment, in his opinion, should be as actively involved as they are now in running the game. So that would seem to indicate that they wouldn't give the commissioner those sorts of all-encompassing powers.
Right.
Gant strikes out, a 1-2-3 inning for Mulholland. After 3, no score with 2 outs. Mariano Duncan begins the 4th. He lined the first pitch to center. Nixon on the run, can't get it. It rolls all the way to the warning track and to the wall, retrieved by Gant. At least 3 for Duncan. He'll round third and be held by Larry Boa. A triple.
Can run very well, and Nixon can.
Kruk, a high drive to deep right field. Certainly deep enough to get 1 run in. Maybe better than that. It's off the top of the wall. Kruk will get at least 2. He's heading for third. Back-to-back triples for Philadelphia. And the Phillies lead 1-0.
2 pitches, too.
The 2-0. He swung at ball 3 and pulled it to short. The runner is still at third with 1 out, as Hollins was thrown out by Blauser.
That's why it is so important to get the leadoff hitter. But Glavine hasn't done it here.
That's back to the mound. Glavine looks Kruk back to third and throws out Dalton. So the Phillies got the run in with nobody out, and Kruk was at third base. Probably tell which way the wind is blowing with that. Don't look like
Sit to his right.
Weather, yes. Hope he doesn't bounce around too much during the game. In the air to center. Should be a routine play for Nixon. And it is, and the Phillies settle for just the 1 run in the 4th after 3.5.
Finishes a swing like Fred McGriff, but with his success, you'd think more would.
Down the left field line. And a hit for McGriff. It will be a double. The 4th hit for Atlanta. And the Braves have the tying run in scoring position with nobody out.
Negate a right-handed hitter from hitting it the other way is to pitch him in.
And they set up inside again, but he left it out over the plate. And Pendleton slapped it to second. The tying run is now at third with 1 out. At the conclusion of today's game, Tim McIver and I will select the Chevrolet Most Valuable Player of the game. They scored at the top of this inning on consecutive triples by Duncan and Kruk. Popped up, not deep. McGriff is tagging in Cavilla in shallow left, makes the catch, and McGriff won't try it. And he was wise to stay within a step or 2 of the bag.
The type of guy that throws like Nolan Ryan used to. Rob Dibble.
Fly ball to shallow center, and Dykstra is there. So the Braves leave a runner at third, just as the Phillies did at the top of the inning. After 4, 1-0 Philadelphia.
A way for us to score runs.
Doesn't punt much, doesn't hit and run. Glavine, nice play on the comebacker, and Chamberlain is out.
Yeah, Jim saying that if he had a different type ball club, that he would employ the hit and run more. He would allow.
Do so with a great deal of intensity, despite their fun-loving attitudes. Stocker has another hit. A single through the middle. So Kevin Stocker is 2 for 2, and the Phillies have a runner at first with 1 out of the 5th. They lead 1-0. Strike 3. Glavine hit the outside corner around the knees for the 2nd out of the inning, and Tom's 3rd strikeout of the afternoon.
Until the count's unfavorable to Dykstra. 0-1, 0-2.
That's well hit, a base hit into right field. Hit so sharply that Stocker will have to stop at second. So Dykstra has his 3rd hit. Those bullpen guys won't try to grab it. Duncan will try to get a piece of the 1-2. And he did not. Glavine got him with the high fastball to end the inning. Halfway through game 3, 1-0 Philadelphia. Fair weather, white puffy clouds overhead. Lemke, Glavine, and Nixon due up against Mulholland, and that's it for Lemke. He's called out on strikes. 2nd strikeout of the ball game for Terry Mulholland.
That was not a good at bat by Mark Lemke. It looked like his.
Having a general press conference, but he said he did not want to answer any questions about the start today. Glavine hit a line drive to short for the 2nd out. And that, of course, had members of the media wondering what it was that they thought, Terry thought they wanted to talk about. Appears in the Phillies dugout is building a sandcastle. Bunting, a good one. Mulholland, high throw. Nixon is safe. A bunt single for Otis Nixon with 2 outs in the 5th.
2 out and nobody on. Normally.
Then Todd Pratt was the catcher, so there hasn't been a stolen base against this battery, but Nixon's going to try it, and he is out. So Otis was right. You can't run on Terry Mulholland. After 5, 1-0 Philadelphia.
Equipment that he takes on the road, razors and hair dryers. Wouldn't you?
They don't seem to be using the razors. That's to deep left. Kruk with a home run, a towering opposite field fly ball that carried well back into the bleachers and left. And the Phillies lead 2-0. That's a long way to hit a ball in that direction by a left-handed hitter. And Kruk has his first home run of the league championship series. Another 3-2 to Hollins. He went with the pitch. That one might have been off the plate, and it's a fly ball to right. Run in the Phillies' last 30 games. In Cavilla on deck. Lemke a long way to his right from the outfield grass. He throws it out. That'll bring up Pete Incaviglia, and here's what Doug Drabeck told us in the Phillies 22 times on camera. Lemke throws him out. The Braves, however, did lead the Phillies in open mouth chewing 11-5. And the numbers that really matter today, it's 2-0 Philadelphia.
97. President Stan Kasten told me that this stadium right here is going to have the feel of Oriole Park at Camden Yards. As for Fulton County Stadium, they're going to play baseball there for the Olympics, and then it's going to be torn down, and it's going to be a parking lot. Back to you guys inside.
Thanks, Jim. Watch out for the traffic. And McGriff has owned Mulholland in their one-on-one dealings over the years. That's ball 4. Mulholland turned it over and missed low and away. So the tying run is at first with nobody out, and Johnny Padres, the pitching coach, will probably get the bullpen started. That Terry could go the full 9 if necessary today. McGriff. Double to left his last time out. That's a line drive and a base hit into center field. Here comes Blauser with the first Atlanta run. Gant takes third. It's 2-1 Philadelphia. The tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first with nobody out for Atlanta. Mulholland, a .484 average. Infield back at double play depth with the tying run at third. Pendleton lines one, and they're teeing off on Mulholland. Gant's in to make it 2-2. McGriff goes to third. Terry Pendleton.
It was called immediately by first base umpire Jim Quick.
A 1-2 pitch. Well hit left field. In Cavaglia. Can't get it. Here comes McGriff to make it 3-2. Pendleton's right behind him. The relay throw is cut off, and it's 4-2 Atlanta. The first hit of the series for David Justice is a 2-run double.
Roger Mason was in the blowout in Philadelphia the other night. The game the Braves won 14-3, and he pitched 2 scoreless innings.
And Mulholland departed in favor of Mason. Well hit and right. Chamberlain on the warning track makes the catch. Justice tags, and he's at third with 1 out. And Lemke bounces one to second. It eats up Duncan. Justice coming to the plate. He is safe. Dalton says he tagged him, but Terry Tate does not agree.
Well, Darren left his spot, and by leaving his spot, that allows Justice to score.
Terry Tate had an excellent view of it, and it appeared from the last replay angle that if Dalton tagged him, it was after Justice had already stepped on the plate. They have the hit and run on, and Lemke took off for second. That means Kruk's only play is at first to get Glavine. Now Lemke is in scoring position. Now the 2-2. He struck him out. 5 runs for Atlanta in the 6th. They go to the 7th. 5-2 Braves. Here in the top of the 7th, the Braves lead 5-2. Glavine pitching with the lead for the first time today. Again, that's up the middle. This one gathered in by Lemke. This is game 3. Game 4 and 5 will be here tomorrow. Down the line to Pendleton. 2 outs. Two outs and the base is empty. Top of the 7th. 5-2 Atlanta. Strike 3. Thompson called out on strikes. So 1-2-3 inning for Glavine. At the stretch, the Braves by 3. Anderson making his 2nd appearance in this series. He was one of those who
put the Phillies away, as we said earlier. The 3-run shot by Berryhill.
And there's a shot to left. And a base hit for Blauser. He'll try for 2. In Caviglia's throw. Safe. A hustling double for Jeff Blauser.
But why bring West in to pitch to Terry Pendleton? Because Terry's a switch hitter. Pendleton, a switch hitter, right in between those 2 left-handed bookends, Fred McGriff and David Justice.
Well hit, base hit right field. Blauser being waved around. Chamberlain's throw is offline, and the Braves lead 6-2. 2nd RBI of the game, 5th of the series for Terry Pendleton.
With the lower part of their body.
The last pitch was a 92-mile-per-hour fastball, and that had plenty on it. David West blows away David Justice, who kicked in the dirt on his way back to the dugout. This fastball also clocked at 92.
Giving the ball right off the plate.
The 3-0, a little bit too far off the plate. That's just the 2nd unintentional walk thrown by a pitcher in this game. The important thing, as you've said many times on the part of the umpire, well hit right center. Dykstra with a long run. He can't get it. McGriff has scored. Pendleton is in. Here comes Berryhill. A 3-run double. And the Braves have blown it open again.
A lot of people say, but everybody compares the bullpen to the superb starting staff.
West gets Cabrera with the fastball. But damage is done to the Phillies as the Braves get 4. It's 9-2 as we head to the 8th. Merker, who threw a first pitch strike to Lenny Dykstra. And he struck out 5. Dykstra down to McGriff. 1 out. And that is 7 in a row retired by Braves pitching. Glavine set down the last 6 men in a row he faced after the. Well hit to right. Justice racing back to the warning track, to the wall, and he can't get it. Duncan is on his way to third with his second triple of the ball game. Perhaps should have been caught, but it goes as a triple for Duncan. And here's Kruk for the chance to drive in his 3rd run of the afternoon. High throw by Blauser, but McGriff was able to handle it. Duncan is in to make it 9-3. All 3 runs driven in by John Kruk. But you live in the Philadelphia area now.
Yes.
So
and I've tried Scrapple.
Yes, and you told me you love it.
Never eat between meals either, pal.
Holland's a walk. Kenny and Paul Newberry have decided to credit Hollins with a stolen base, and why not? And Dalton lifts one to left. It'll stay in the ballpark for Ron Gant. The Phillies get 1 in the 8th, but they still have a long road to travel. They're down by 6 after 7.5. American League Championship Series against the Twins. Braves have done it with the big innings. A 6-run inning and a 4-run inning in game 2, a 5 and a 4 today. And Blauser is aboard again.
And aren't the Braves glad that
here in key late inning defense situations, he was frequently replaced by Rafael Belliard. That practice has stopped. Gant drives one to deep left. In Cavilla, just in front of the track. 2 down, and Blauser retreats to first.
that he sets. Awesome offensive numbers.
And he's called out on a borderline pitch. Last chance for the Phillies as we go to the top of the 9th.
Hit the ground ball down the third baseline, scoring John Kruk. And the Phillies were hoping, because of the emotional moment and that emotional game, hoping to build on it. But the Braves have come roaring back with 23 runs since that game.
Hammered for a hit. Nixon racing after it. Chamberlain is going to try for 2. This team down by 6, and he got there. Risky play by Wes Chamberlain, but he goes sliding in with a double. Short in those 2 games because he wasn't in the lineup. He was subtly critical of Gene Lamont as well, then got his chance last night, went 0 for 4 and struck out 3 times. Blauser. Nice play to keep it in the infield, but Stockard has a hit, his 3rd of the ball game. And Chamberlain moved to 3rd. So the Phillies trying to make it interesting, threatening to score in the top of the 9th with 1st and 3rd and 1 out. Lemke couldn't get it. And it's 9-4 as Chamberlain is in. Stockard to 3rd. Eisenreich hustles into 2nd. And don't hang up the phone just yet. It's a 5-run game, 2 men in scoring position, a pinch hit double. The 1-2 pitch. He struck him out. So now it's up to Mariano Duncan to keep the Phillies alive. They're down by 5 with 2 outs in the 9th. The ground ball is short. Blauser throws him out. And the Braves lead the National League Championship Series 2 games to 1 by winning game 3 9-4.